You know what? I'm just gonna try this again because, in all honesty, I don't think my PlayStation 3 really gives a shit about this game anymore. Or hardly ever gave a shit about this game because of how many times this fucking system has already crashed on me. It is pretty clear to me that my PlayStation 3 up to this point, it has practically run its course, and it is just not wanting me to enjoy this high quality PlayStation 3 game for whatever reason. It's obvious to say that it's basically just wanting to spew oil on me. And I did reveal the names of the tracks in my first attempt, but I am very uncertain over whether or not this is going to last. But anyway, we are starting off with Fireball Beach Sprint, providing my game somehow manages to hold itself together.
I could win this race driving backward, and I just might.
But if it doesn't, then well, I'm just gonna have to see if I can replace it with a new one. In the meantime, I will pretty much be focusing on PlayStation 2 games, because that is what I do. Or I might have to make some drastic changes for whatever my next game is gonna be. Which to me is probably also a viable option, the way I see things. But I guess it depends on what happens. I might get lucky, I might not. I guess we'll just have to wait and see to be sure. And no two-wheel driving, for some reason. I think it's come to my attention at this point that I should probably do a certain number of episodes so it gives you something to watch. And then, if the problems continue to persist, then I think it's pretty obvious to say, at this point, that I probably need to consider changing my plans. Good thing I had enough of a turbo to not get slowed down. And for some reason my two-wheel drive mechanism is not working the way it should. And now I get spun out by lightning. Or in other words, Fabulous Lightning, if that's what he is called. It's basically his tribute paint scheme to Doc Hudson, if you're asking. Alright. I really do hope that the game can actually hold on this time. I honestly don't know if I can actually deal with another encounter. Come on, make it, make it, make it, make it, make it, make it. Okay, we made it. That really came down to crucial timing, but I did manage to narrowly squeeze out the win by 300ths of a second over Fabulous Lightning McQueen. Then we had Bobby Swift in second. Then we had Bobby Swift third, Sally fourth, Brick Yardley fifth, and it was Lightning McQueen in sixth and last. So these are the points, and it's only the top three that earns points. Anyways, 5 to me, 3 to Lightning, and 1 to Bobby Swift. Everyone else is yet to score. Those are the point standings.
Take a look at your recent achievements.
And we have now got ourselves a new Hall of Fame achievement. That is Air Track Mastery. And we have now unlocked the Miss Fritter Battle Race. Challenge the always intimidating Miss Fritter in this master level event. Oh, I get it now. Okay, so basically the progress bar up there shows that we're unlocking master level events. Okay, I gotcha. I understand how it works now. Okay, on now to race 2, which is, I think, Heartland Riverside Run, providing the game manages to hold up for me this time. And if it doesn't, then I won't be surprised. I'll probably do a certain number of episodes if the issue continues to persist, but if it manages to stay manageable, then I think I'll pretty much be okay with this.
Because I'm about to do it again.
Lightning, you finished last before. Anyways, getting one of the better starts, and blocking Lightning from passing me to open this up, and also getting some boost tanks to open this up as well, which is pretty useful. And not really getting a lot to start with. Oh, actually, I don't think I've actually raced on Heartland Riverside Run, unless it was the other direction I raced in. That could also be the case. And Lightning is now up to the front. So I'm going to assume there must be an element of parity involved among the AI. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. But as long as I manage to score the most points, then I don't really care. And I get a little bit of a side swipe there from Lightning. And giving some little paint trading there to Bobby. Because, well, I have to. And let's hope we can do this right. And I get up on 2 wheels, but then I lose it on 2 wheels. Is basically what happened there. But anyway. We got some pace at the moment. And only P3 at the end of lap 1, but that's okay. I mean, there is still time for me to recover from what I might have lost earlier on. I think I actually held that drift for a pretty reasonable amount of time. Anyways, in the zone time, baby. Peace out.
You even trying?
And I have no turbo boost. Anyway, let's see if we can get this done. And I do manage to jump over the... I think that was a trailer I jumped over. I think that probably was a trailer I jumped over. And now I'm down to P3. But it's fine because I still have time to make up for my mistakes. As I am now up onto wheels. And I gain some much needed boost. That probably didn't work out the way it was supposed to. And I am pretty sure I need to find out where that shortcut is. Because I seem to keep losing time with that last shortcut. I couldn't tell you how though. I probably need to find out where that shortcut is. Living in the zone. I wonder if this attempt will actually survive long enough for me to fully acquire that achievement. Because if it doesn't, then I am going to be pretty pissed off. Just to put it simply. But for now, we're doing okay. We've not lost it yet. I do manage to successfully run through some hay bales. And that did not work out, unfortunately. And right now, I am down to third. So I need to find out which shortcut it is they take. And I am in the wall. Thankfully, however, the field is close enough for me to pick up speed again, so hopefully that will manage to help me out. And I am going to be second. So it looks like this one is going to be a tie. As I finish with a 4 minutes 50.69. Nice. And there's the rest of the order, and this time Sally gets on the board. So I think we're going to be tied heading into the final race. At least I figured out where the shortcut was, which is one thing. But anyway, there we go. I still manage. So we've now unlocked Thunder Hollow Country Back Rally. So it looks like we're going to be tied heading into the final race. Basically, whoever scores over the other wins. Basically. And 4 out of 6 of us have scored points. And no new skill sets. So, you know what? Let's just head to the final race. I kind of knew if this was going to be anything, it was probably going to be best 2 out of 3. If I was realistically going to win this. But thankfully we're heading to a track that I do think is generally fun, and I can work my way around it pretty well. As we are now at the Arizona's Copper Canyon Speedway, so hopefully we have got enough pace to realistically get ourselves at the front. Alright, final race. Let's see if we can get it done. I think I just got the perfect start there. I still haven't figured out how to do the spiral, but I would assume that's probably something I'll pick up over time. But anyway, I think there is still time for me to improve on my skill set. But as ever, I am not prepared to take those types of risks yet. I mean, I have only just started the game, and this is technically still my first day of playing through this game, so... And unsurprisingly, I hit some gas canisters. That probably shouldn't surprise me either. But anyway, I know my way around this track. I just have to stay ahead of... Blue Lightning, and then we should be fine. I think that's probably the only thing I really need to worry about. It's Blue Lightning. That's the one I need to be concerned about. The other one has not got any points. And I think because I know my way around Arizona pretty well. Oh, and that failed completely. Well, at least I managed to get the reverse landing. And I also spun out one of the Piston Cup races. I think it was Brick who I spun out. But anyway. Backwards driving, baby. And that's a wall. And I think I just lost the lead, did I? Not quite. I nearly lost the lead, but I managed to correct myself in the blink of an eye. And at the moment, not really much is working. But as ever, we'll wait and see what happens at the finish. Just gotta stay ahead of Fabulous Lightning, and then I think we should be okay. As long as I can do that, we should be okay. It's always the bigger picture you have to think about when it comes to championships. I almost lost it there. Okay, and re-overtaking Bobby, I think that is. I don't think I'm gonna win this, but I should be far enough ahead to beat... Oh, am I gonna win? Yes, I do. And Fabulous Lightning finished in...
Let's talk about a car who changes paint jobs more often than I change oil. Ramon, he boldly guaranteed a win before today's race, and then he pulled it off. This is what racing's all about, folks.
But anyway, there we go. I ultimately scored 2 out of 3 wins in the Rookie Racing Cup.
Hey, that's it for tonight. Join us tomorrow for more highlights and commentary.
Anyway, those are your results. Myself first, Bobby second, Lightning third, Brick fourth, Fabulous Lightning fifth, and Sally was 6th. So, I think that means 5 out of 6 of us scored points in this championship, and yes we did. So 13 points to me, 8 points to Fabulous Lightning, and 4 points to Bobby Swift, as both Lightning and Sally drew for 4th with 1 point each, and Brick Yardley finished in last with 0 points.
This would be a good time to re-examine the numbers.
Alrighty, so we've got ourselves 3 new skills on the board, as we've got another driving mastery skill, and we have also got these 2. Cup Series Challenger and Cup Series Winner. Now updating our progress to 33, and we have now got the pink Car Effect pack. Awesome! Also includes an Ultra Loppy horn effect. I would assume that's probably Lizzie's horn if it's anything. Anyway, there we go. I win! The Rookie Racing Cup. P1 for Ramon, baby! And we also get a cutscene as well. I'm still learning about this game as I go along, but I think that's a nice little touch. Anyway, there we go. 1 championship down, at least 5 more to go, I think. How many more championships do we have to do in this? Let's have a look. So we've now unlocked the Pro Racing Cup, Classic Racing, Clean, and Pure. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, 16 total championships is what we have. And we have just beaten the first one. And I think what we'll do next time is get on with our next race event. That will be Heartland Riverside Run. So I always back out to the main menu screen for some reason. But anyway, so we're up to 33 skill sets, and we still have plenty more to go from here. So hopefully we can get them all. But anyway, that was the Rookie Racing Cup, and next time we will be doing Heartland Riverside Run, coming in the next episode.